What's up, movie lovers? I'm Mike, and this is Gotta Love Them Movies. Stop motion animation. I love you. I love stop motion animation. I know I'm completely biased in this regard. So, Kubo and the Two Strings, you guys. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a good movie. It was a lot of fun. There are a few things that weren't explained. A few things that just kind of, that like that Hollywood movie logic that just kind of like, oh, well, we need this thing to happen, so, ba-ding! There it is. There's a few things like that in this film that were like, okay, is what it is, and that's fine. You have to do what you got to do. You can only tell so much of a story. But, having said that, there are some things that need to be fixed. So, let's go ahead and break it down. Acting. I thought everyone's acting was, kind of okay. Matthew McConaughey was very obviously Matthew McConaughey. Ralph Fiennes, I actually had a hard time trying to decipher. Is that Ralph Fiennes? Is that not? I can't quite tell. So that I really enjoyed. Because I completely forgot that he was in the movie. And here's the thing. A lot of the acting also comes from the animation, from the stop motion animators. So it's kind of a mix between the two, between the voice acting and the stop motion animators. It was fine, but I feel like there were a few things that were kind of, I call Matthew McConaughey out. I feel like there's a few things that could have been done vocally as well. Not just with Matthew McConaughey, but just across the board. It could have had a little bit more emotion in their tone. I don't know. It was good, but I felt like it could have been better. And for that reason, I'm giving you a 13. All right, directing. Okay. Here's the thing. I'm biased. I love stop motion animation. But that aside, the art direction in this film was beautiful. It was gorgeous. The action scenes were like, boom, action. And here was something else that, we're starting to see a little bit more of in terms of like animated films in general. Obviously, CGI animation. It's computer-based animation. But they're kind of, like, for certain films, like, I think the Box Trolls did a little bit of this. They took, yes, the stop-motion animation, but they are kind of blending it with computer-based animation. So you're getting the 3D animation along with the stop-motion animation, and it was seamless. It was completely seamless. Like, there were shots where, like, the camera was kind of, like, zooming around and, like, panning out and zooming in and kind of, like, panning out and moving around. It was really cool. And it was seamless. You had a really hard time trying to figure out which was CGI and which was stop-motion animation. So that, for the art direction, they told the story really well. It had a good drive. It had a good pace to it. Directing's getting an 18. Okay, so writing, like I said, had a few story problems. There were things that just happened that you're like, come on, guys. Like, it's 2016. Can we get with the times a little bit? Can we just, like, we know how stories are supposed to be told. And if things just happen, I don't want to give anything away, and I'm not going to give anything away, but there was a thing that happened, or that happens, because it's an ongoing thing, they don't explain, and it's kind of an obvious thing, and when they kind of get around to explaining the thing, or the why, yes, when they get around to explaining the why part of the movie, they're like, oh, well, here's just kind of some, but hey, look at this thing is happening, and you're like, no, like, this was important, this is why the movie is happening, but you're just gonna gloss over it and give us some stupid, like, throwaway cop-out answer that doesn't mean anything, just so that we can get back to the, I was like, ugh, really? Ugh. But the other parts of the movie, like the heart that exists in the movie, is really good. So for writing, like the heart of the movie. There was some really good heart. The action sequences were really well thought out and planned out, which falls into the writing. The myth, or like the mythos of the film, I thought was really well told. And I like that portion of it. But it kind of goes back and forth to me. Like, some things were really good and some things were, So in that regard, I have to give writing a 13. So fun. This movie, yeah, it was fun. It was. If you can kind of remove yourself from like those kind of like glaringly obvious, like, wait, what kind of moments? Yeah, it's fun. I mean, stop motion animation, I don't think I've ever seen a stop motion animation film that I don't like. I don't think that's ever happened. That being said, I understand not everyone is into stop motion animation. So, taking myself out of taking the animation portion out, the way the story is told, the action sequences, and just the design of the film, like I said, it looks gorgeous. And all that plays into the fun. So for fun, gotta go 15. Which leads us to the overall takeaway of the film. Kind of the themes that run through Kubo and the Two Strings are, and I'm not gonna give anything away, but I'm just saying there's a big significance to the two strings. So if you know what I'm talking about, if you've seen the movie, if you know what I'm talking about, keep your two strings close, guys and girls, because your two strings guide you through life. Yeah, that's all the more I'm gonna say about it. Your strings are important, and it's important to remember why they're there. That aside, I love the themes of like family, and I love the themes of friendship, and just kind of realizing that your family can also be your friends, and your friends can also be your family. So, that combined with the fact that there were like these themes kind of got a little jostled up towards the end, and it didn't really didn't hit home as much as it could have. Overall takeaway, I'm going to 14. So all that added up together, we have a total score of 73 out of 100. So guys, I want to know what you thought of Kubo and the Two Strings. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Are you somewhere in the middle? I want to know. Let me know in the comment section below. Also, if you like this video, click like. If you really like this video, click subscribe. And if you really, really like this video, click share. Because that's what Matthew McConaughey would want you to do. Alright guys, if you want to follow me on Twitter, follow me at GLT Movies. We have new movie reviews. The written reviews are back, and they're in full action now. So if you want to check those out, you can do it in the description below. I think that's about all I have. Take care, movie lovers. I'm out of here.